The 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Let's go. Get set.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kessler escaping the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Offside defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
But no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate. 87% in 2018.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And the pressure gets to him again. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 2, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now it's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff, open man, Higbee, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
What we got?
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, gone. And Woods has it complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, Kessler sliding out of the pocket. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Austin.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll run with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Push it back. Push it back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Kessler wants to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, it's Kessler, eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, you know, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Under crunch. Hey, nice 7. Get it.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on third, gone. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Goff felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Goff now looking to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done.
Go! Mike is the 15. Check Mike 15.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
To throw again on second down. Goff. He's got Higbee complete right side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.